You're listening to RIA Radio, the nationally trusted name in real estate investing. We dig deep to discover investors' why in real estate. If you want to skip all the BS and get in investors' heads, you're in the right spot. Be one of the thousands to check out RIARadio.com. Welcome to the Real Estate Rundown. This is episode 257 of RIA Radio with Owen Dasher
and Sleepy Ted.
Sleepy Ted.
What's up, party people?
Hey, buddy. Ian Ziegler.
Dude.
I mean, we just got to interview him, so you guys will get this on Wednesday, but...
I mean, he was kind of philosopher, Ian.
I think you should call him preacher in the end.
Well, yeah, that's true also. So super strong faith in Christianity that Ian has.
But he didn't really talk too much about that in the podcast.
No, but it is definitely a guiding light for him, obviously.
Totally.
But he has such a great redemption story with having a really unstable upbringing with losing his father immediately, pretty much before he was born. Before
he was born, yeah.
And going through evictions when he was a kid and having to hide pets because they weren't on the lease, and he just thought it was normal. And then you'll hear this in the episode, but kind of as he grew up, he had instability was part of his DNA. He just never really felt safe. And he talked a lot about his kind of journey through trying to figure things out, went into the military. And after he got out, he got a real estate license and then used that as basically kind of a side hustle while he was working as a contractor for the Air Force and a civilian contractor for the Air Force. And then started buying investment properties, got into some stuff he never had experience with, and he talked a lot about how he was able to kind of figure things out and eventually bought a crazy commercial deal that was basically a non-performing office building.
But life-changing.
Life-changing, for sure. And I actually met him over there, which was crazy, this week. I hadn't seen Ian in probably a year or two, maybe. And we had a great conversation. It ended up, having him come on the podcast, and he was just dropping nuggets after nuggets of knowledge bombs. He's
so well spoken.
Yeah, I was super, super impressed with that episode. And he really, really gave some good life advice and talked about some hard times he went through and what it's led to now and kind of the chapters of life that you go through.
I mean, if we ever needed a backup co-host for something,
he'd be amazing.
He'd be a great phone call.
And he is also a podcaster that we found out.
Yeah, but he has all these episodes that are in the bank, but it does not have a podcast name yet. And I didn't know that. And I'm like, okay, so you're gonna tell us the podcast name?
He's probably gonna blow up and just zoom past us, which I hope he does. That'd be good for him. But yeah, great episode. So that's coming up on Wednesday. So stay tuned for Ian Ziegler. And man, it was so good. He just walked out of here, and I definitely had some good aha moments there with him. So good stuff.
We also just got done doing the RIA Luncheon.
Yeah.
And man, there was probably 30 people in the room, but we had some ballers, secret sleeper ballers in the room.
Sleeper ballers. yeah. There were some really good people in there. That was a lot of fun today.
Yeah, I mean, some good conversations, and I mean, we actually dive into it in the conversation also with Ian on Wednesday. But that was an exciting meetup today.
Yeah, you were pretty pumped. I think you're burning out now after a hard day of podcasting.
I was. I don't know. I was all wired all day to the ninth degree. It was just insane. But yeah, I'm definitely crashing right now.
Speaking of wired to the ninth degree, do you want to hear something that really grinds my gears?
What grinds your gears, Owen?
So, so speaking of wiring, this wasn't planned, by the way, but so I'm sitting, it's probably, man, I don't know, almost 9 o'clock. It's probably 8:45 last night, right? And I'm sitting at home, and we're just chilling out. It's me and my oldest daughter and Jen. We're just hanging out watching a show or whatever. And my phone rings, and it's I still self-manage a handful of properties, right? And it's one of those that I self-manage, and my tenant is calling, and he's not a call at 9 o'clock kind of a guy, right? So I'm like, okay, this is obviously important. So I answer the phone, and I can hear this lady in the background, pretty upset. She's yelling at him, and then he's, to call me, and now I'm on the phone, and she's right in his ear, and I'm like, what's going on? And he goes, so I'm going to give a little backstory here, so give me some latitude with us, all right?
Okay, got it.
All right, so this is an older house, okay? A story and a half, unfinished basement, and it's got a chimney, right? And the furnace, the gas furnace and the gas water heater, the exhaust goes right into the chimney, which has a liner and it goes up and whatever. So come to find out, he tells me a little while ago that the chimney has deteriorated to a point where the gas, like fumes and stuff are coming into the house. Not good.
Scary.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, okay. So this is a big, big old chimney. We're going right through the middle of the house, right by the stairway, right? And I'm freaking out about this because, carbon monoxide and all those things, super dangerous. And I'm like, all right, we'll get you taken care of. So I'm going to ask you this question, and this is totally flat-footed for you probably, but what would you do in a scenario like that? How would you tackle this problem? So the chimney is deteriorating, like the whole thing. Like, what would you do?
Well, I guess the first question I'm going to ask is, the safety of staying there.
Yep. Okay.
That's the very first thing. And then I need to determine if they can even live there while this gets figured out, because I don't want to get sued for somebody dying.
Right. Okay. How do you fix the problem?
I guess I'd call my contractor first to go take a look at the chimney and start there.
Okay. All right. And what if the chimney is going to be so expensive or create such a problem to fix, or
I'd probably just
demo whatever?
I'd run the PVC pipes right straight outside like most furnaces are.
Okay. What if it's not a high efficiency furnace?
Okay. You still can't pump it outside?
They don't have PVC pipes.
Okay.
It's got the old metal, flue pipe that comes up, routed to the chimney.
I don't know.
I know. So I know this isn't fair me asking you this, because I agonized over this, man.
I'm guessing you'd have to just redo the chimney.
Here's what I arrived at. I replaced the furnace with an electric furnace.
Okay.
So that now gets routed outside with the PVC. So there's no CO, there's no carbon monoxide emissions with an electric furnace.
Smart.
Period.
Smart.
Right.
Okay.
The water heater is also gas. That also has, CO that comes out of it. So we had to replace the water heater too. And I had the furnace replaced about a week and a half ago. I had a plumber lined up. So
speaking of wires, you burned up some wires.
Yeah, well, I had to upgrade the panel. I didn't have to put in a new panel, but we had to add new circuits,
like a sub box or something like that.
And so I had an electrician go over there, and he stubbed it out, added a circuit for the new water heater that was going in, because it's a 220, and so it was ready for the plumber to come in, and my plumber kept just not being responsive. And I'm like, okay, are you going to call the tenant? Here's his number, blah, 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 get it scheduled, let me know. He's like, yep, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes and goes, nothing. Another day. I thought it was handled. And so anyway, fast forward now, last night, tenant calls, carbon monoxide detector's going off. And I'm like, did John not go over there? What? And he's like, no, never heard from him. I was waiting to hear. And I'm like, I had no idea. So I got to take responsibility for this. I mean, it's on me. I should have followed up and whatever. So I call a different plumber that I've worked with before. I'm going to give him a shout out here because his name's Isaac Newton. That is actually his name. And he has a company called Drain Whisper, and he has done probably 20 or so jobs for me. I can't think of one time where he has disappointed me. He has had the most responsiveness out of any other plumber that I've ever worked with, ever. Now, is he the cheapest?
He's in my phone.
He's maybe not the cheapest, but I will tell you what happened.
I've used him before.
I texted him right after this phone call, and I explained the situation, and I was like, hey, man, any chance you might be able to fit in this tomorrow? And by the way, I told the tenants, I'm like, hey, I totally get it. They have kids, and whatever. And I'm like, look, I'll put you guys up in a hotel tonight. I'll get somebody over there no matter what.
I have this penthouse Airbnb.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Next, yeah. What? Okay, we're not going to go there. But so I'm like, I'll take care of you. I'm on it. I got you. And his wife is not happy. Understandably, I would be exactly as mad as they were. He wasn't. He was trying to play. He was trying to play nice on both sides, which I appreciate. But long story longer, I text Isaac and I'm like, hey man, here's the situation. Any chance you can fit this in tomorrow? He's like, yeah, actually, I could probably do it at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, perfect. So I let the tenant know. I'm like, hey, I have this guy. He can come. Any chance you can meet him there? If not, I'll go over there as long as I can get in or whatever. He's like, yeah, I can meet him. Not a problem. Appreciate it. Blah, blah, blah. Hang up. I'm like, okay, handled that problem.
So they're staying at home.
Yeah, they're going to stay there. So I'm like, open the door, open the window, turn the gas off so there's no more fumes coming out of it. The water heater is the only thing that should be emitting, CO, right? So it turns off the gas, all that, open the door. I'm like, put some fans on so it's exhausting the air from the house outside. Totally understand if you guys need to, let it air out and stay the night somewhere. I get it. I'll pay for the bill. He's like, oh, whatever. We'll figure it out. I'll let you know. Cool. So the tenant texts me about half hour later, and because I'm texting him, he's not responding, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's still arguing on my behalf.
He's passed out.
He goes, actually, Isaac is here right now. He's handling it tonight. He called me right after you texted, and he said, I just don't feel right about you guys having to sleep there if that is a concern of yours. So I wanted to come over and handle this tonight. Dude, I didn't even ask him to do that. He did not even charge me more than he said he was going to do that. So huge props to that dude. Anybody catching this episode that lives in and around Omaha and you need a good plumber, hit me up. I will give you his contact info because I could not say enough good things about that dude. So
Wow.
crisis averted, kind of a scary moment at 9 o'clock at night.
402-609-0064. Give him a call.
Yep, there you go. So that's Isaac Newton, smartest plumber I know, just like Isaac Newton, the original.
I hope his phone gets blown up.
I know. He's probably going to be like, what happened? I can't handle all this. No, but anyway, I just wanted to give him a shout out where credit is due because that was an amazing customer service experience that I had with him. Gave him a 5-star review on Thumbtack, all that stuff.
So will you be, is he your go-to going forward?
I tell you what, man.
I've used him on a couple flips.
Yeah, and he's handled some, sewer line replacements for me. He's cabled lines. He's really good at that. He does sewer scopes, and he's generally right in alignment with pricing on those. He's so responsive that he should charge more, I feel. Not to me, because homie hookup
Because he
and all
just
that.
got the referrals.
Right,
yeah.
right. But yes, anyway, I really am so appreciative of that. And this goes to show that if you go above and beyond and you're in a service-based business, you can get endless referrals. So that's today's golden nugget. Post-dated.
Yeah.
But so I'm just saying, like, go up a little bit above and beyond because there are so many people that just do the very bare minimum, or you have to chase them down to follow through on what they committed to, that the ones that really perform like that, oh, man, it's so impactful. And I hope he blows up with business after this. So write his number down. He's a good dude.
It's funny. I put a service ticket in with a plumber, and I'm like, hey, I got this leaky sink, and it was like 3 months ago. Didn't even think about it. And then cleaners are like, I told you 3 months ago that this was leaking because we had a midterm in there. And there's like 3 buckets of 5-gallon buckets that are in the cabinet underneath there, all full of water, and nobody ever dumped them out. And then the ceiling's like damaged on the apartment below it. Like now, and that's of course it's a brand new ceiling. And I'm like, what the F are you, like, come on, people, seriously?
Yeah, water is the thing that causes the most damage overall. I mean, fire, yes, but water, it can almost be worse sometimes if you let it go on.
It was like, I called up Chris to go fix it, and Chris goes up. He's like, yeah, there was a stripped out screw, and he had it done in like 45 minutes. It was like a big deal.
Yeah,
it's like, this is so minor.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh.
I know, man. It was anyway. So that was fun.
You know what grinds my gears today?
What?
I had somebody in my midterms. Never even realized it could have been a long time ago. Took out my designer hardware, my MTech hardware handle set because my mom was in a hardware business. And put in a brass knob on an exterior door that had a key lock on it below my keypad. And never didn't realize it, And then so I had a lady, she's checking in for like 3 months.
What is the matter with people?
So, and this is an Airbnb, people. And so lady calls, she's like, I'm locked out of the unit. I'm like, well, I go, it's all keyless. Like there's 2 doors.
Yeah,
figure it out. I'm like, I was really irritated, to be honest with you. And I was literally at another property of a client's, and all the keys didn't match the doors anymore because everybody changed the locks, and I was there trying to sell it, and I was like, my day was already like kind of going that way.
Sideways. Yeah.
And then so I get to this property, and I'm like, yep, no shit, it's a brass knob, and the kids locked it. Well, she chained the front door. and so I'm like, I go, let me figure. I'm gonna have to call a locksmith. So I start heading to the front just to double check that it wasn't chained, So I go to the main entrance to the building, and then I get a text message. Hey, we're locked in the lobby from another tenant. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I look in there, and yep, there's 3 people and a dog sitting in the lobby waiting to get out of the building. and I'm like sitting here, and I'm like going back and forth with them. And in the end, when we're discussing this, I have this nice new Schlage lock system. And the gear grinded inside, and these are $400 locks.
So it really does grind your gears.
Oh God, it grind my gears. So yeah, I had to go call another Airbnb, enter from the backside, go into the Airbnb of another unit, let everybody out through that Airbnb exit, and then go in there, pull the lock off while they're still waiting in the back because this is top priority now, right? And just random. And then so take the lock off, put it on the side. The doors now can open and close freely. Go up to the unit, and I'm just frustrated as hell. Just shoulder the whole damn door, break open the chain, and the whole trim comes out.
Oh, you broke the lock?
Yeah, I didn't care. So the lock, the deadbolt opened. It was just chained.
Yeah.
So unlocked the deadbolt, and then just shouldered the damn thing, took off the trim. I was like, I'll fix this trim Monday.
Yeah.
Went and let him in, went downstairs to get some new hardware, replaced it. And then I'm like, get home. I'm home for like 25 minutes, just get dinner going with the family. Phone call. Oh, we don't have any comforters in the Airbnb. I'm like, why is there no flipping comforters?
Did somebody take your comforters?
No, the cleaners just didn't put them in there. And so here I am running back downtown, putting new comforters in.
How happy's Jessica at this point?
Oh, she was irritated because this is the third night in a row of something. I get back home. The new lock I went and just put on the front door also. Just got to know, internet's not working. Need to do a firmware update.
Firmware, yeah.
Whatever. And then so I'm like, so now I have to give everybody old codes for all my Airbnbs. Every property I have is rented, by the way. It's like I've been rented solid for months.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like telling everybody, hey, your code to your unit is this, but also the code to the front door is this. Because multiple codes, which is a pain in the butt to try to explain all that, right?
Yeah.
And so now I go there this morning, and I missed my signing of my closings yesterday because all this stuff, and I didn't even pay attention. This title's like blowing me up, like, where are you? And then so this morning I go back there trying to get it, doing this update that was supposed to take 10 minutes. An hour goes by, and this update's still going on. I'm like, I got to go. I was already supposed to sign, and I was still waiting for this update to happen. Swiped up really quick to see if and then your update was gone. Still not going. I still need to go back there and get it. I'm like, I just can't. I need to get out of this.
Tales from Teddy the super host. Man,
it takes a lot to be a super host.
Oh, I know. I'm a retired super host.
The attention you have to give people.
Yes. So my daughter is she's in her junior year now, and she's knocked out most of her like hard classes. So she's taken like the AP and like advanced English and advanced math and all that, right? And so she's wanting to kind of like coast her senior year, right? Or go take some classes at Iowa Western or whatever. That's kind of the plan.
She learned that from her dad.
Oh, the coasting? Yeah. I went to 4 different colleges, but graduate. Anyway, so she's taken this one class, and it's basically preparing students for college life. So it's like, here's how you live at college. Here's how you manage your schedule. Here's how do this and that. And she's taken another one that's more like cooking, and like here's how you do stuff with a car. Here's how you fix random things or whatever. Which I think she's forgotten 100% of all of that. But my point in bringing this up is, why don't they have classes that teach people how to live in a house or an apartment and not be a complete dipshit? What in the world?
And they have them for the foreigners that come over to teach them how to, use domestic stuff.
Yeah.
But
I think they need to start doing that for citizens as well.
So my third grader said in her class, they now, for everything they do right, they're getting fake money. And then they have to pay their electricity bill at the end of next week to be able to charge their iPads.
Oh.
And if they don't pay the electricity bill, their iPads are going to be dead and they don't have access to them.
Interesting.
And I'm like, well, that's a different take.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right. Baby steps.
The thing I didn't like, though, is that they also are going to have to pay rent. It's like, I'm not raising a renter.
Mortgage.
Yeah.
Call it a mortgage.
Yeah. Why aren't we thinking
that
bigger?
Is weird. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they just figure kids, like nobody can afford a house right when they graduate, especially nowadays.
Why not set that up? Like, set it up right.
Yeah. I can't argue with that. Yeah. So so we've had an exciting week, both of us, I guess.
Man, I've been stressed.
Have you?
Yeah. Like this stuff has just been stressing me out, and I'm ready to.
You're ready for a car wash.
Yeah. I'm ready to move into new things. I'm ready for chapter 2, as Ian said.
Yes, I like how he put that.
I'm ready for chapter 2. So, and man, there's so many things that he said that just really hit home for me. And I know I'm going back to how we started this, but it's fresh in my head. I mean, our stories, Ian and I's stories, are totally different now. But in the beginning, I feel like we had very relatable. I had a lot of things we could relate on. I did a cigar with him a couple years ago, maybe a year and a half ago.
Yep.
And of course, it's amazing how surface level sometimes those meetings can be, because I didn't get to really know who he was.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing I love about the podcast. You guys are getting to listen to it and getting to know the person, but for us, these experiences are life-changing. And I think you mentioned this, and I've mentioned this numerous times, that we feel like once you have somebody on the podcast, they're a friend for life.
Yes.
You feel like you can go up to them and talk to them no matter where you're at.
Yeah, exactly. So, anybody that's about to be a podcast guest here, be prepared to be BFFs with Owen and Ted.
Yeah. And if you think you got a good story, please reach out to us, DM us and let us know, and we'll send you an application. We'd love to hear your story. And if you know somebody who would be a good advertiser for the podcast, we'd love to also talk to you and see if it's the right fit. But
and Aiden makes the final decisions here so that Ted and I can still both be the good cops.
yeah, and Aiden's still looking for a girlfriend. So if you know anybody that would be
slide into those DMs. What's your handle? He's Aiden the Bear on Instagram.
Yeah, he's single and he's on
ready to mingle.
He's on those dating sites too. So
he is bright red right now. This is awesome. All right,
and he's been cutting his hair and stuff. He's starting to look a lot younger. He doesn't look like he's 40 anymore.
He's got Benjamin Button going on over there. It's just aging backwards.
Okay, well, with that, I think it's time to sign off. We got a long podcast on Wednesday for you guys to listen to, so almost 2 hours.
That's right. So stay tuned. It's going to be a good one.
We appreciate you guys. Love your support. Leave us a 5-star review on whatever format you listen to, and give our YouTube a follow. We just broke 500 followers.
Oh, nice.
So we can finally say that we have more followers than we videos, but we want more. So share it off with somebody that would enjoy the content we put out there. And with that, Owen Dashner, we see us out.
On behalf of Rio Radio, Ted Kosh, and the very single Aiden Bear, I'm Owen Dashner, and you've been listening to the Real Estate Rundown.
Signing off.
None of those are going to get edited out, by the way. We're overriding your direction there. Don't be working your wizardry with podcast production.
Aiden's like, I'm seeing somebody on the side, and she's going to find out.
I think he was trying to mute us this whole time.
But really, he was trying to talk to the mic, and he was muted the whole time.
Yeah, you're staying in, Aiden.